Alright, before starting with the new short, just because I know people will ask about it, yes, I saw the Shark Boy Summer thing. I have nothing to say. It's just the same joke again. The one joke they have for Chaz. It wasn't even a short, it's just a commercial. I review stories and characters, not commercial slop. If I do ever do a review for a commercial, I would want to talk about the fascinating world of insurance commercials. Why are there so many of them? They have like a lexicon of characters with distinct personalities and storylines. You ever realize most of the time they don't even actually talk about insurance? Anyways, time for the training day short.
Oh, and congratulations on your exciting new career.
This one is weirdly quiet again. I wonder how that happens. Like, which part of post-production makes it different sometimes? Maybe it's a specific editor or something? I don't know.
Bisexual Dynamo Blitz Buxo.
Two things. First, is this the first time we've heard Blitz's last name? Second, he spells it with the O crossed out, like how he does with his first name. So wouldn't it be pronounced Blitz Bucks?
Well, just keep rolling. Darn me, Hardy. That's a pirate. Okay.
In universe, it makes sense Blitz would struggle with improving lines here, but I argue it doesn't make sense in universe for them to keep his goof-ups in the final edit. At the end, it says Luna edited it, and I know she's like low effort, but she's not like an idiot or something. The upside down sign does make sense though. I definitely don't think any of them would be smart enough to figure out how to do any sort of visual changes or effects. Actually, in the end credits, we see Blitz green screening himself, so maybe he edited it? If so, then I definitely don't think he'd keep any of the takes where he makes a fool of himself in this video. Has this giant mural of the team always been behind his desk? I went back and checked some old episodes and yeah, I guess it has been. I guess it was just smaller and more covered up by his chair before. Oh my god, the interns came back! Still hoping they can be more regular characters in the show proper, but even then, it's cool seeing them here.
Before your training begins, please make sure to fill out your required voluntary employee surveys.
Who's narrating this? Did they hire someone to narrate this? I would have thought just ask Stolas to do it. The really bad green screening on Blitz might be their best visual gag in the whole show. Incredibly funny attention to detail. It sure would be funnier if Blitz's actual dialogue was actually funny. It's just a lot of him screeching and swearing. He gets kind of stuck on this flanderization version of himself with these shorts, and it really hurts the comedy, which is what most of these shorts are aiming to be. Mostly just comedy bits. I know he can be a lot funnier if they just give him his usual dialogue back. Moxie throwing himself into his acting is also funny, but more importantly, this is a 10 out of 10 look for him. So pretty.
It is cut out for these idiots, so just please stick to the script.
Again, these jokes just don't land as well for me compared to the jokes tailor-made for the edited training video idea. It's a fun framing device for some different kind of comedy, and those jokes are really good. Like, hard cutting to replacing the actors here, messing up their lines and stuff, the photo screen edited into the short. That's good. But all these shots where we just have Blitz speaking candidly, directly into the camera about how terrible they all are at making this production, and screaming insults, it doesn't fit with the scenario, and it's not nearly as funny. It mostly reads like Blitz is just desperate to be the center of attention all the time. Wow, the first time Stolas has appeared in a short. Alright, well I guess that's it.
I am also the coolest and strongest and funniest.
Luna's coolest, Millie's strongest, Moxie's funniest. Sorry, Blitz, I'm just telling it like it is.
I literally have a master's in theater.
There's college in hell? There's school in hell? Oh, I guess maybe the interns aren't going to stick around. Well, we all also thought Chaz was gone, but they dragged his worthless waste of space back onto screen, so I guess anything can still happen. This one was fine, definitely a mixed bag comedy-wise, but it wasn't that bad. Again, I like this recent trend of doing something other than just the missions in these shorts, so that's fun. I know they just make these shorts to plug similar merch, which makes the Shark Boy Summer thing even more pointless when you think about it, but I was curious what they could possibly sell from this short, and it's very funny. The very first thing on their merch page isn't even Hell of a Boss stuff, it's V's figures. Oh boy, who doesn't want a figure of the creep who sexually assaults people? Perfect for going on the mantle. None of the actual merch for this short is even good anyways. Like, Who would want this? If you wanted Blitz and Stola stuff, I know there is much cuter, cooler, better options than this Blitz is illiterate graphic tee. Unique setup for some unique jokes, marred by the team's inability to give Blitz something to actually say or do, like usual. Everyone else gets to be their usual multifaceted characters, but Blitz just can't catch a break. Bummer. I really like the complexity of Blitz's character, so it's a shame seeing him reduced to this stereotype of himself here. Now that Stolas has finally gotten to show up, I'm hoping we'll get even more of him in the next short. They seem to be dropping a new short every month until the first half of Season 3 drops. Except for last month because it was the Chaz thing. Season 3 is supposed to start airing in the fall, so at the earliest it would start in September, but I'd bet it doesn't actually begin until October. If I'm right, then that means there's 2 or 3 shorts left until we finally get the new season. This one was pretty good, the last one was great, maybe we can keep this good momentum going for next time too.
I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle.
Give it a princess voice, for God's sake.
My name is Zelda.
Shout out to my $10 patrons. You're all amazing. Andrew, Valhalla Knight, Chamomile, Classy Critic, Genital War Thunder, Jake, Amber, Scaring Crows, Messiah, Jacob, Ben's Sketchbook, Lucien, Wild Pilot, Bunkin Duncan, Hoodie Angel, Ranger, C1 Trooper, Ruby Rune, Lava Rose, Unspoken, Tyrene, Thanos, Pandemonium, Peter, Agiri, Eden, Silverheart Soul, Doki Pokey, Zappy, Wolfgang, Philip, Lalaroni, Marie, MD, Nerf Ned, Video Gamer, Middle Coop, Vermithor, Card Creates, Cat with a Knife, and Rose. So what do you think? What'd you think of the short? I thought it was fine, just every time Blitz tried to do a joke, it didn't land for me. But the visual gags were great, and I liked everyone else's, like, jokes and stuff going on. Fingers crossed at least one of the interns come back. I like their designs. But yeah, what did you think of this one? It's pretty mild, you know, low stakes, but still fun. Interested in the merch at all? I don't really know who is, which is crazy because of how much merch they make. Whatever. Any and all thoughts and opinions about this one? I guess the Chaz music video, if you're really jonesing to talk about something about that one too. Theories about future shorts. Any and all thoughts and opinions? Leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.